Could this be the best budget-friendly sneaker model of the year so far? Today we're here to find out. This is the Asics Jog 100S, which retails for $150 Australian, roughly about $90 US, has all the Asics technology and comfort which you've come to expect, and is one of the most striking and cool-looking silhouettes that I've seen so far. Let's get into it. Hello and welcome. This is Best Foot Forward Shoes. My name is Harrison Cable. Thank you so much for checking out this video. As I said before, this is one of the best budget-friendly sneakers that you are going to find on the sneaker market right now. Kith and Asics recently released a collection of about 5 different sneakers, ranging from the Gel Kyono range, the Gel Nimbus range, all the way down to the Jog 100S, which funnily enough was actually one of the best colorways in my opinion. And I think people were also drawn to the price point, which was fairly low for an Asics collaboration sneaker. So I was very interested and I wanted to get this shoe in hand and just see what all the fuss was about. So this was a general release from Asics. This is the black and silver colorway on the Jog 100S, and this is still readily available on every Asics website, whether you're in the US or here in Australia. So we're going to check out some of the materials, see if this shoe is actually worth the price, or if you're actually getting an incredible value for what you're paying. So let's start with the box. You're getting your very standard Asics brown cardboard box, literally just generic white paper on the inside, no extra laces at all, but that's perfectly fine. For someone who has a whole bunch of Asics and Kith related products, the general release unboxing is pretty underwhelming, to be honest, but I suppose for the general kind of everyday Asics consumer, that's going to be perfectly fine. I mean, most people just throw their boxes away, but you know, sneakerheads like myself actually hold on to them because we're a bit weird like that. But let's break down some of the construction of this shoe. On the outsole, you do have a rubber traction pattern, which has a whole bunch of separated lines, which is to create some better traction as you're walking. This is not exactly a trail running shoe. It is, however, going to give you some extra stability and extra traction than you would get from, say, a dress shoe or an ordinary everyday sneaker. It does feel slightly hard. It's not exactly a soft or pliable outsole. There is no shank plate in the middle of the shoe, so you're not getting any sort of midfoot torsional rigidity. What I do notice about this shoe compared to those shoes from Asics which do have the middle shank plate is that the outsole does feel a little bit more stiff. So I think this rubber traction is made from a different sort of material than you would usually get to allow for that normal sort of Asics stability. The single density EVA foam that runs around the entirety of the shoe is done in this black color, and there is no Asics gel pods on this shoe or any other technology throughout, which, as you can tell by the price point, it is very cheaply made in comparison to some of the other Asics premium models. Moving up from there, you do have a synthetic black mesh which covers the entirety of the shoe, along with a bunch of synthetic materials. There is not one natural material on this, like there's no suede, there's no leather on this shoe. It is all just synthetic materials. You do have a mix of light grey, black and bright striking silver on this shoe. There is some nice Asics branding on the front toe. That's something that I kind of liked a lot. Asics sometimes is a little bit toned down or muted, but this shoe is an equal parts, I feel, loud with the silver stripes, because yes, it is a black shoe overall. The insole is not removable on this shoe, however it is a normal ORTHOLITE Asics insole, but if you're someone who needs to replace the insoles with your own sort of custom molded insoles, this shoe is probably not for you, because if you're going to put an extra insole in, you're just going to create more tightness around the midfoot and around your toes. There is a very minimal padding around the back heel tab as well. That kind of goes all the way to the first lace loop, but really you've got very minimal padding around the heel and almost little to no padding around the front of the shoe. You only get one set of laces, which is this black style lace. There are some hits of 3M on this shoe as well, around the front toe box and also on the lace loop, and then lastly also around the back heel tab. For sizing on this shoe, it is definitely good to go true to size. So I usually go with a size 9 US, which is a 42.5 euro in all of my other Asics models, like the Gel Nimbus, the Gel Kyono 14, and I think you're going to be fine going true to size. You could even go down half a size if you like a nice snug fit. I like a little bit of extra toe room at the front. However, if you're someone who's going to use these for performance and you want that nice snug athletic fit, I think you'd still be okay even if you have a wide foot. They definitely do open up around the midfoot and around the big toe, so you'd be fine going down half a size, but I'm also very happy going true to size on this shoe. The comfort is okay. It's, I'd say, somewhat subpar because you don't have any Asics gel. You also have a single density foam, so there's no dual density work going on here. There's also no middle shank plate, like I said before. So you're definitely getting a lesser comfort than you would get, but for the price, is it worth it? In my opinion, I think yes. I think the way that this shoe looks, I think that the style that they're going for with this shoe is very nice. I think it's very classic, it's very contemporary, it's very retro while also feeling very contemporary, which is kind of the vibe of Asics shoes at the moment, that sort of futuristic retro look. So I think if you can find this shoe for on sale, or even at the price that they usually go for, I think it's definitely going to be a shoe that you can get a lot of wear out of. And for the price point, Asics, 100% going to be worth it. So thank you so much to everybody for watching. Let me know if you did pick one of these shoes up. Let me know what you liked about that Asics and Kith collaboration. I did not get any of those shoes, just purely for monetary reasons. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.